Milan, thank you for joining me today at Pop Culture Unplugged. Welcome back.
Hey, thank you for having me again, man. It's a pleasure.
Exciting times. We have June 12th, FUBAR Season 2. How excited are you? It's been 2 years since the last time we spoke, so it's about a 2 year wait before this show came back.
Hey, I'm like a kid that's been told we're going to Disney World tomorrow. I need it to happen. Like I can't sleep. I'm just, every day I'm just anxious. I need the world to see FUBAR season 2. Come on
Uh,
now.
how does it feel to be stepping back into Barry's shoes now that we know, Season 1 was a hit for Netflix, for you guys? How does it feel now stepping
Thanks,
back
man.
into the shoes?
It's exciting, man. It's always a little nerve-wracking when you do something great the first time. You want to live up to that expectation. And I try not to have that in my mind too much. Just, go and tell a great story. And I think this season we really got to dive into the funny and the juxtaposition. Like season one, we were like, yo, what genre is this show? And we really didn't know. This season, when
Uh,
we got to set, oh, we knew exactly what we were doing. We read those scripts like, I see this. This is going to be hilarious mixed with the action, and you can't forget the family.
what was your biggest goal, you think, for the Season 2 for Barry this season? Especially with like the fans. The fans love the character.
Yeah, thanks, man. I guess the biggest goal for Barry, he's still chasing love. If
Oh,
how
yeah.
season one ended off, everybody was at the wedding, and we found out our identities were revealed. There was one person that Barry loved that was not at the wedding. So, to how season two starts off in the safe house, I think Barry's fighting to be reunited with the one that he loves the most.
Mm. Especially, like we mentioned that about like season 2, one of the biggest emotional gut punches for Barry is like, finds out Tina is a spy.
Uh-huh.
So like
Uh-huh.
what went through your head when you were reading that script? See, I mean, you kind of already knew from season 1, but like actually reading it and what went through your head?
Oh man. So I'm a lot like Barry when it comes to wearing your heart on your sleeve. So
Yeah.
I have been done dirty by a woman before. So it was flashbacks, it was trauma. I had to call my therapist. Hey, walk me off this ledge real quick. Let me know it's not real. But truthfully, it's just when I read the scripts and I seen like, wow, like she didn't just plan this just months in advance. Like this has
Mm.
been a lifelong journey for her to, sabotage the United States. I was like, that's insane. And the fact that I didn't see it coming, I felt horrible for Barry. I was like, dang, like you caught in the crossfire and you had no idea. You thought you had true love for the first time.
And there was a couple times in season 2 when Tina Barry asked Tina about like how you feel and everything, and she pretty much was cold to him.
Yes, she was very cold. And I think, the only thing that helped Barry get through is that he's an avid comic book reader, you right? And it's just
Yeah.
like even the biggest villains are right in some way, shape, or form. They may not have the best approach, but the biggest villains somehow feel justified. So I think Barry just continued to look for the justification in Tina's feelings and why she would do such a thing. So I think that allowed him to have some type of peace and not fully break down.
But they did throw a curveball at the end when you guys kind of figure
Yes.
out where Tina was misleading her own team also when you guys were doing the redemption when you guys were swapping the
Yep, the
prisoners.
the Great Dane and Tina swap.
Right.
Yeah, there's a slight redemption, and I think that was, what Barry waited for all season long, right?
Mm,
Because it's it's after he finds out that she's a spy, his whole world is upended, and it's like, can you even trust yourself? You
mm,
waited till you're in your mid 30s to finally find true love, and you
yeah.
think you got the one, and you like swearing up and down, she the one, she the right one for me, and then to find out that she is not. So for the season to end in a way where it's like, oh, she did the best she could in the position
Mm,
she was in to still save me and that she still loves me. And I think that was a breath of fresh air. And it's like, God willing, we get a season three because I feel like Barry's really going to turn it up and start kicking some butt to save the woman he loves.
yeah. With the question I was gonna go is, like, do you think Barry would forgive her after now that he kind of knows the truth of what's happening?
Will Barry forgive her? Ugh. I don't think it'll be easy, but yeah, yes, I think Barry will. I think Barry comes from, a past of abandonment and people not really being there for him. So I think that's why Barry wants to show up so heavily for everybody. And it's very reflective of
Yeah.
me. Acts of service is Barry's love language. He's going to serve and show up whatever way. So to go halfway across the world to risk his life and to save her, you better forgive her, boy. You better.
Uh, So if we see a season three and Tina makes a return, what kind of like dynamic would you want to see play out between them, you think?
Oh, listen, I think Barry and Tina can be, Luke and Emma 2.0. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I'm here to have another duo because you got Luke and Emma, you got Rue and Alden. Now you're gonna have Barry and Tina, and I want to light these Russians up and get busy.
Who is your favorite villain, would you say, this season? Because we saw a couple few ones.
hands hands down, it is Guy Burnett. And what is his character's name? Why is it slipping my mind right now? Yeah, I can't, if you watch the season, you know who he
Yeah.
plays and on both sides of it. Chip. I think Chip
Chip,
is
yeah.
just an outrageous character, and I think that's such a dream role. And Guy truly embodied every facet of being this insane henchman to Greta, and
Mm.
it was great. And Heath, whether it was Garfield or Clancy,
Yeah, right.
the jokes kept going on. So he was
Yeah.
my favorite.
I don't think he's dead. I know we heard the
Uh-oh.
screaming. I don't think he's dead.
Okay. Oh, you don't think he's there? Listen,
I'm gonna
I
go with
got to
that.
I the craziest part, so I won't comment on whether he did or not because I don't know.
Right.
But I got to shadow Phil Abraham for episode 8. And as an actor, you just show up to set, right? And it's like, oh, cool, we're here, we're doing this thing. But to shadow a director and see how much work goes into building these sets, and
Mm.
to see our set director go and find a model of a rocket from 19, 50 or whatever, and
Yeah.
then rebuild it within a month, mind blown. Like just the way they did everything, and then special effects and the pyrotechnics, insane.
Mm. How did it feel being in that? Something like
Uh,
that.
man, it was dope. Like the three levels and how they really built it, and it was larger than life. And just to see how, we had to shoot it because the rocket is so large. Each level had like its own a couple days of shooting, so it was a great experience. And then a full circle moment happened for me as well. So the very first person who gave me a PA job in LA, his name is
Yeah.
Fred Thomas. Fred Thomas is the same guy who wrote the Budweiser commercial, Wazza!
Okay, yeah.
So for that to happen, I was like, oh my God. Like, God is really working. It's all coming full circle.
That's awesome. In this season, how would you describe Barry's like relationship now with like Emma, Rue, Luke, and the rest of the team?
Um, I think Barry is just like, he had a, he loves them. And I think it's like one of those things where I love my mom,
Okay.
but I don't need to spend every day and every moment with her. So
Mm.
I think being in that safe house for as long as they were, having cabin fever was a lot. And I think, of course, the relationship is there. He's always going to have their back. But I think Barry is now at a point where he wants to have something to call his own.
Mm. Maybe you have an answer to this question. Well, how come Franklin and Bash? What was the deal with that show?
Nick
I like
Santora
that show, so
Nick Santor is the most random human on the planet. He's like a human encyclopedia of pop culture. And it's like, why do you know these things? Like from Franklin and Bash to the song, Luke
okay.
and Greta's song. Like, what is, where are you getting this stuff from? But he has a very specific sense of humor, and I think it comes through on camera.
Mm. Is there anybody in the cast that surprised you this season with how like their character developed throughout the season?
Let's see, anybody that really surprised me. I thoroughly enjoyed Travis's
Okay.
development and getting
Yeah.
to hang out with that pig, like
Ham steak, yeah.
ham steak. He has a dog and he's a big dog lover, but the way he took on ham steak every day, like he was spending time taking ham steak to lunch, like literally that became his little child. And he was so committed to hit these scenes with ham steak, and I thought like his commitment was amazing.
I know you got to get some scenes now with ham steak. Hopefully we'll see him in season three.
Oh, I'm here for it. Come on, Hammy. Come on home.
Yeah. Out of Barry's moments this season, like your heartbreak, action, humor, like what scenes are you proud the most,
Oh,
you
listen,
think?
I got to go to outer space. What we talking
Okay.
about? Listen,
That's
going to outer
right.
space, hands down, was My favorite experience. I was looking forward to it. I made sure that I was in shape to represent, the zero G and get to do my own stunts because I guess it's always been a thing from watching Tom Cruise growing up, and I just wanted to be able to do it as authentically as possible. And the first black astronaut went to my high school, so to be able to go to outer space, even though it's just on TV, was something that I've always dreamed of.
Mm. Season three, if the writers came up to you and say, "What do you want to see Barry do next?" What do
Take off
you
my shirt. I need everybody to see Barry be a sex symbol. Listen, this is the new
slow
definition of a
motion?
dad bod. Slow motion running, get the guns blazing.
Yeah.
I know this ain't, this ain't a Sylvester show, but get that Rambo action. Get the tie around my head, just taking out everybody. I would love that.
Mm. So you've had two seasons. Is there still anybody that you wish you had more scenes with that you haven't had a chance with?
More scenes with more. Like I, so season one, I did have a fun time with Fortune for sure. I definitely want to see that come back more, and I want to spend more time with Arnold because I didn't
Yeah.
honestly like there wasn't any one-on-one scenes with me and Arnold in season two. So I would love to get back, our bromance going on because that was a true delight. It's nothing like working alongside with Arnold one-on-one.
So we need Arnold and action scenes and your shirt off.
Yes,
Those three things to
absolutely.
happen.
Love, like, yeah, do a little tandem, like I'm hiding behind, playing peekaboo behind Arnold, and then I pop out, Bears, like, taking
Yeah.
everybody out. I would love that.
Yeah. So we have 8 episodes this season. You mentioned one of your favorite scenes was the spaceship thing, but is there a specific episode that you can't wait for the viewers to see?
Honestly, episode one lets you know where you're going. So I think once you watch episode one, you'll be hooked. Because even when I watched episode one, I was like, we did all of that in one episode? Oh my God. Like, because I guess we really set the bar. So it's like, I think once you see episode one, you're like, yo, what can't this show do? So really look forward for people. Just watch one episode, and I guarantee you'll make it to episode eight because it's
Mm.
just that juicy and that good.
What'd you think of that episode with the puppets?
Ah, the puppets were great, man. I wish it's weird just gonna say I wish we got to play with Barry more. But the puppets were like we all like had a moment. It's like, yo, you make puppets of each of us. This is insane. And then also that Lego head. Did you see the
Oh yeah,
of
yeah, I
T?
did. Yeah.
Whoa! So I think a partner got to take that home. I was like, yo, I wish I had a life-size Lego head too. That's pretty
Mm.
dope.
Did you take the puppet home at least or not yet?
We did not take the puppets home because I guess we're not sure if they'll come back again because Dr. Pfeffer still might have to do some therapy for us and if we get a season three.
That's amazing. Have you heard anything about a season three, or it's just right now we have to wait for it to get released and
Yeah, you
see what
gotta
happens?
wait for it, see how it does, see how the fans take it in. So, once the fans tell Netflix they want it again, then that's when you'll get to see us again, hopefully.
Amazing. What's next for you? Any other projects you're allowed to tell us about? Are you taking a little break? What's the plan?
Just bought a home, so I've been fixing up my crib, and it's been a wonderful delight. Three of my brothers are contractors, so they've been helping me with that. Also, I'm a dad of two, so I feel like each season I had a baby. So I had a baby a week before my chemistry with Arnold for season one, and then I had my second son 2 months before filming season two. So I believe what it's telling me is that I need to get to work and start on the next baby so we can
There you
get a
go.
season three.
Yeah, just don't hit
And-
10, right?
yeah.
Uh,
Exactly. And
uh,
yeah, also I'm working on a YouTube series called Standing in My Own Way. That'll be out in the next couple weeks, so that's something everybody can look forward to.
Definitely. Milan, I want to thank you for giving me a few minutes today. Hope we see you back on. Hopefully we get a season three also.
All right, thank you so much for interviewing, man. I appreciate you.